Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to a match on WWE 2K25. This one is a YouTube Championship match as Sheamus makes his first defense up against Jacob Fatu. Now, it was a week or so ago we did an 8-man elimination match to crown the #1 contender for the YouTube Championship. That match was won by Sheamus, but Jacob Fatu in that match was an absolute brute. He dominated a lot of people in that match, and we thought that it only made sense that he would get an opportunity to go one-on-one against Sheamus. Now, Sheamus did win effectively by cheating against Eric Young, but in fairness, even before the cheating, it was such a one-sided match. We didn't believe that Young even deserved the rematch. Therefore, Sheamus is being forced, as a punishment for cheating, to defend the belt here against... Wow, his teeth are very yellow. Against Jacob Fatu. Are those grills, aren't they? Is it grills? I'm not up with the lingo of these sort of things, to be honest, but they're like a golden tooth guardy thing, aren't they? You know what I mean. Anyway, Jacob Fatu... Go on, open your mouth, mate. Let's have a look. Yeah, they're grills. Okay, that's fine. Jacob Fatu had quite a few matches so far this year. Let's see where he sits on the grand scheme of things. He is on -2 after 14 matches. So not fantastic. Sheamus has had a good year. He's on +3 after 14 matches, and those +3 all came essentially this year. So he's having a better time of it. But can he continue that better time here today, or will he falter at the first championship defense? We'll have to figure that bad boy out. Yeah, here comes Sheamus then with his first championship entrance with the belt. Fella! I mean, don't get me wrong, I would love to see Jacob Fatu win this one. I really would. I'm okay with Sheamus. I'm not a massive fan of Sheamus. I don't know anybody who is a massive fan of Sheamus, to be honest with you. He's just sort of there. He just sort of does stuff. And if he wins this match, then absolutely fine. We'll continue on with Sheamus as the YouTube champion. But for me, I would love to see Jacob Fatu win. I think Jacob is someone who is incredibly talented and someone who I think they had to remove from the bloodline, or whatever it's called these days, because he's better than that. He is far better than the bloodline, and yeah, I think give it a couple of years, this guy's going to be at the top. He's going to be the one main event in WrestleManias and that sort of stuff. Solo Sikoa is fine for what he does, but he's just not the one. Solo Sikoa is just not the one. Right then, let's get into the action. Let's stop faffing. Sheamus versus Jacob Fatu. The bell rings. We are underway. And straight away they go for a test of power. And it was Jacob Fatu who came out on top originally, but there's now the clothesline. Sheamus now in with a power slam on Jacob Fatu. I mean, it could be a Sheamus win, this one. I would like Jacob to win. However, I feel this could be quite an even match. It could really go either way. As Jacob Fatu dumping Sheamus over the top. And then, oh, spears him to the outside. Wow. And Sheamus now sending Jacob Fatu straight into the ring steps. Jacob Fatu now sending Sheamus crashing to the ground. Sheamus comes back up, but Jacob Fatu caught him with the super kick right into the face. There's the pin. That's not a pin. What am I talking about a pin for? It's not on the outside. He's just choking him. Referee's up to a 5 count, now a 6. Both guys back into the ring. And for some reason, Jacob backed into the corner, and that allowed Sheamus to catch him. And now an inverted Alabama slammer, dropping him face first. And now there's a clover leaf by Sheamus, but Jacob Fatu has incredibly strong legs, was able to break it free. Sheamus now catching the legs of Jacob Fatu, rolls him up. There's the 2 count. 2. Sheamus now heading up to the top. He's going to dive in now with the shoulder tackle, flattens Jacob Fatu. There's the boot right into the back of the leg as well. Sheamus now throttles Jacob Fatu, brings him back up to standing base and launches him across the ring. And now raining down with the strikes. Sheamus bringing Jacob Fatu back up. On the shoulders. Looking for that backbreaker. No, him with the white noise. There's the pin now by Sheamus for the 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Sheamus now in with a leg drop. Sheamus heading up to the top and now diving in with a knee drop. Not enough. Both guys now back into a standing base. Jacob Fatu sending Sheamus off the ropes, ducks underneath. And then went in with the attempted running splash, I think it was, but Sheamus saw it coming, now sending him off the ropes. In with a bro kick attempt. Jacob Fatu out of the way. Pin here by Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu now in with a running knee strike right into the face. Jacob Fatu willing. Sheamus back up, went for the clothesline. Sheamus caught him with a neck breaker, wow. Sheamus now sent to the outside by Jacob Fatu, went for the strike right into the face. Sheamus using his strength and power just to push Jacob Fatu straight back. Off the ropes again. I think he was looking again for the bro kick potentially. Jacob Fatu saw it coming. Takes Sheamus up. Into the corner, throws him towards the middle of the ring. Perfectly positioned if he wants to go for a dive, but that's not what Jacob's about at this point in time. Jacob now dragging Sheamus across. And a stiff clothesline, sending Sheamus to the outside. We're going to see Jacob fly again. For a man of this size, he shouldn't be as agile as he actually is, but here he goes, diving to the outside. Taking down Sheamus. Jacob needs to get him back in the ring. He needs to realise that he can't get the victory here on the outside. And if Sheamus is counted out, then that's not going to be great. Because, obviously, champion's advantage. Sheamus can't lose the belt by counter. He has to be pinned or submitted. He's sending Jacob Fatu into the barrier. Referee's up to a 5 count. Jacob Fatu smartly sending Sheamus back into the ring. Like I said, he needs to make sure he gets him inside the ring. The last thing you want is to lose this match by counter or win this match by counter. It's the same thing. If you win it by counter, you get the ranking point, but you don't walk away with the championship. Sheamus taking Fatu up on the shoulders, and now Jacob Fatu broke free in that lifting DDT. There's the pin for the 1, 2. Oh, it's only a 2 count. Up now in the middle rope goes Jacob Fatu, dives in with the splash. Jacob Fatu went for the grab there. Sheamus ducked it, and now the boots across the back of the thigh of Jacob, up on the shoulder, looking once again for white noise. For the second time in the match, will it be enough to secure the victory and retain the championship? No, only a 2 count. Sheamus brings Jacob Fatu back up to a standing base. Off the ropes, looking for the bro kick. Ooh. Sheamus does get it for the second time. He missed it the first time, the second time right between the eyes. And Jacob, ooh, he kicked out. Wow. Madness. Pinned now by Jacob Fatu and Sheamus. Only a 2 count. There wasn't a lot behind that kick out there by Sheamus, I must admit. Jacob Fatu now with a headbutt taken down. Sheamus and now Jacob Fatu. Oh, went for the spear. Sheamus reversed it into a DDT. Another big headbutt there by Jacob Fatu, dropping Sheamus, who's been busted open now. Jacob Fatu just picking Sheamus up and slamming him back first into the mat. Jacob Fatu now. Oh, look at that Hasei moonsault off the middle rope to the outside. Beautiful. Again, the man is just so agile for his size. It's insane how good Jacob Fatu actually is. Right, we're at a 5 count now. Okay, Jacob sending Sheamus back into the ring. And now Fatu with a lifting DDT, dropping Sheamus. Could be the brand new champion for the 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Jacob Fatu backs into the corners. He thinking spear again last time. It got reversed into a DDT. This time it does not. Absolutely clatters through Sheamus. Brings him back up. Super kick as well. How much more damage can Jacob Fatu do here to Sheamus without finishing him off? He hit the spear, he hit the super kick, he worked over the arm. He didn't go for the pin at all at any time, which is insane to me. Sheamus fighting his way back up to his feet. There's a strike into the gut. Sending Jacob Fatu off the ropes in with a stiff clothesline. Jacob Fatu popped up in to the Samoan drop. Now he heads to the top. Is he thinking the big, the Uso splash attempt? Well, it's not really an Uso splash, is it? The Fatu splash. Oh, is it? Was that a bro kick or a knee? I couldn't see it from this angle. Was that a bro kick or a knee strike? Either way, it might be enough to get the victory. It is. Well, bugger me sideways. Sheamus has retained the championship against Jacob Fatu in what was a very good match. Sheamus moves up then to a +4 overall. Jacob Fatu with that loss moves down to a -3 after 15. Wow. So not a great day here for Jacob Fatu. Again, it was another very good performance from him. But just like the one a couple of weeks ago in the 8-man elimination match, a great performance, but he doesn't win it. And that's been the big issue for him. This was the white noise earlier on in the match by Sheamus. Wasn't enough to get the victory. There was a lot of high-impact maneuvers in this match, there really was. I mean, just that bit towards the end where Jacob Fatu hit the spear, he hit the big super kick, he went for the big splash. That probably would have finished it, but Sheamus was able to roll out of the way. That was the earlier splash from the middle rope. Sheamus went for the bro kick, and this was the time that he did hit it. Absolutely clattered Jacob, and I thought that was it there and then, but again, it was only enough for the 2 count. And then, was this the final one? It was, yeah. I think Sheamus hit again a bro kick out of nowhere. Decked Jacob Fatu, and Sheamus does retain the championship. Showing that the match against Eric Young, where he did cheat to get the victory, wasn't just luck. He had it in him. And this is going to be a pretty good run here by Sheamus, I'm pretty sure. He's done terrifically well. Terrifically well with that victory. But that is the end of today's matches. Tomorrow we've got far too many matches coming up. We have got Authors of Pain versus Rated RKO for the YouTube Championships. We've got Batista versus Rezar for the Underground Championship. We've got a 30-man gauntlet match of men that have never featured before in our Universe mode. And we have got a 30-woman gauntlet match, including 30 women that have never been in our Universe mode. So there's going to be a hell of a lot of stuff going on tomorrow. And that's even before we get to the big pay-per-view Ospreay versus Owen Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. And AJW versus TNA Women's 6-man elimination, or 6-woman elimination. We will have War Games between the Bloodline, the current Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, JC, Mateo, Gorillas of Destiny versus Bullet Club, AJ Styles, Kenny Omega, Gallows and Anderson. We will have Megan Bayne versus Rhea Ripley, best 2 out of 3 falls in a rubber match from their Evolution battle. The Great Khali versus Giant Baba for the All Asian Championship, Alto, Livello, Caliber 1. The team of Suri and Julia up against Freedom for the Women's Tag Team Championships. I can't even talk. Before our main event of the evening, Aleister Black versus Hangman Adam Page. Right. I'm Olivia Levy. Good night. God bless. I'm saying goodbye.